Today, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of CCStorage software. So as far as websites go, we do offer custom websites. You can ask about pricing during a demo, but it is nice to have a web presence, and we do offer the websites integrated with the software to where your tenants can log in using a sign-in button to their tenant portal, and you can also, and your teammates can also log into the software from here as well. If there's multiple locations, we make it simple. It'll ask which location you want to log into, and you'll be able to choose that location. And as far as toggling between, you'll be able to choose the different locations that you want to jump to. So we did simplify that. We do support unlimited locations, units, tenants, and users. And as far as user access, you can invite additional users, whether it's an employee or an admin role. You can assign them locations. You can also manage their access. So if we go to manage roles, from here, you can actually choose what certain employees have access to and what they don't have access to. So I'll go back to the online rental process. To rent, you can go to locations if there's multiple, or rent now. And from here, you'll choose the location you want to rent from. And we do customize this page. What you see here are banners. We do have a nice discounts manager that allows you to create discounts whenever you wish. And everything's automated as far as when they return to the regular price, if there's an initial discount at the beginning. And as far as the options, there's join waiting list if you're full, and they'll be added to your waiting list on the back end with any notes, requested move-in date, location specific. And as far as renting goes, if they want to rent, and we do customize this for you guys. And I did want to address the pricing. So how we stay compliant by passing the fees to the tenant is how we present the price. So for instance, this unit here would be $30 as far as the cash check price. And you display two options. So we show the card price of $31.20 and the ACH price of $30.53. You can also display card and cash pricing. We're fully transparent and upfront with the total cost to rent, which makes us compliant in all 50 states. We don't surcharge at the end of the transaction. We don't show it as a convenience fee or credit card fee. It is 3.99% for all card brands, all card types, 1.75% for ACH. If you record cash and check transactions in our system, there are no fees associated with that. So on to the rental, we will go to the demo side here. And if I wanted to rent this 6x10, it's going to ask for my name, email address, and to create a password. I'm already logged in as a user, so it'll give me the option to create a password if I'm a new user. And then I'm going to hit next. From here, it's going to ask for my mailing address, alternate or an emergency contact. We do offer tenant protection through our software. We have partners that we work with. We work with, throw a few names out there, Safe Lease, Storage Shield, Safe Store. So we can pretty much work with anybody. We facilitate the payments. We add the addendums to those tenants that choose to move forward. We generate the recurring invoices, and they can simply choose a tier, and it'll be added as a separate line item, or they can decline and move on, or decline and upload proof if you guys require that. So the next step would be to upload a picture of their ID or their license, and we do require that for online renters. You can toggle this feature. Most owners like to have that since they are a stranger. You don't get to meet them or pre-screen them. We do store it on their profile indefinitely, and then they'll hit next, and they will add a card or their ACH information. They'll be able to choose a billing plan. And if you bill on the first, our system does prorate automatically. We support both first of the month billing and anniversary billing. All they're going to do now is hit review. It's going to pull the information they've added into your lease. So we use your lease when we set you up. They're going to one-click sign. We did implement a click wrap like banks and software updates utilize. It prevents them from having to go to a next screen and complete a DocuSign or check their email. So a simple one-click signature. When they hit pay, it's going to charge their payment method, assign them a unit, generate a gate code, text them their gate code if there's a gate integration, and then you're notified right away that there is a new renter at that specific location. So we made it really quick and easy for them to rent. And as far as the tenant portal goes, now they're going to have access to a tenant portal. Keep in mind, all of our everything's mobile friendly, so they can log in on any device, anywhere, anytime. Most are logging in from their cell phone. So when they log into their tenant portal, they're going to have a lot of control and a lot of access to stuff here. So they're going to be able to see any balances. They can quickly make a payment. We do show them a site map of where their unit's located at within the facility. So they can now instantly see where their unit or their space is located right from their phone. They can view gate code. So if they forget their gate code, they can view their gate code. We do allow them to see payment receipts, even though we do send those out automatically. Invoices, they can view and print at any time, even though those are generated and sent out automatically. They can view and print their leases if they wish. They can pass pictures and documents right from their phone to you through the software. They can manage their own payment methods. And as far as notifications go that they can toggle, we do automate all your management processes. So invoices are generated 10 days prior to the due date and sent out via text and or email. If they're past due, we do send out all of the past due text and or emails when you wish for them to go out and the time of day even. If their auto pay fails, We will notify them every time, but we also try to run that payment again 3 more times. So the next day, 2 days later, 7 days later, we're going to try to collect your payment. And we do not charge any other processing fees outside of the 2 rates that your tenants pay. So they pay no more, no less than 3.99 for card, 1.75 for ACH. All other processing costs that you typically pay for, they're already accounted for within those 2 rates. So you won't pay any decline fees for every transaction failure. You won't pay a chargeback fee or dispute fee, no monthly merchant fees, no ACH failure fees, which those are some big ones there. So those are all accounted for. If their card's about to expire, we do notify them ahead of time. So this covers the tenant portal and what the tenants are going to see as far as the rental process. Now we're going to hop into the management side where you will spend most of your time. So it is mobile friendly. You can log in on any device, anywhere, anytime. If there's a browser, you can log in. To toggle between locations, again, you just click the icon and it'll jump to the additional locations there. Now, as far as what you see when you log in, initially, you're going to see your dashboard. You'll get a quick income overview, a quick operations overview, and we just want to give you an idea of how the facility is performing, move-ins, move-outs. And as far as your sitemap goes, we do build you a fully interactive sitemap for each location, and you can jump to it a few different ways. But if we go to Bedford Street here, it is fully interactive. The colors change as the unit status changes or the tenant status changes. So you have your past due tenants, and then you have your overlock or locked out tenants. And we do work with several gate companies. So there's Door King, Sentinel, OpenTech, PDK, PTI, SpiderDoor, and we do automate the code generation for new renters and the lockout process. And we let them regain access when they pay their past due balance. So all that is automated. There are no additional costs on our end for the integration. Back to the sitemap, you can pretty much get anywhere from your sitemap. So if you were at your sitemap and you wanted to click a unit to move someone in, you can click this empty unit here and move them in manually, and you can do it the old school way. You can set their price, you can add discounts, you can add coverage plans, you can prorate, so you can move them in. It can be completely hands-on or complete remote management is supported. If you want to add QR codes to your facility that they can scan, we do provide those in your company settings here just to redirect people to that. So as far as some other things you can do from the sitemap, you can click any other unit and go to their profile. You can view their recent payments, recent invoices. You can delay auto pay. So if they need a couple extra days to pay, you can go to the auto pay settings and you can delay up to 10 days. You can also change due dates. So a common theme in storage is everyone might be due on the 1st, but you have a group of people that can't pay until the 3rd or the 5th. They might be waiting on their Social Security check or their check. And you can go into the lease and edit their due date and just change it to the 3rd, the 5th, or whatever you need to. So we do give you that flexibility there to support on first of the month billing and anniversary billing. Now, as far as some other features from here, it is your business. We just make it run more efficiently and help automate things, but you can void past due invoices. You can void late fees, anything that you wish you can void. You can go to your payments tab and review your payments. We do have a direct payments integration, which is nice. So there is no opening the business day, closing the day, batching, reconciling, all that's automated. And we make refunds simple. So if you do need to issue a refund, you can go into this card payment here, go to refund. You can issue a full refund, partial refund. Within a few days, they get their money back. Nobody pays a fee for that. We do support security deposits and or admin fees or move-in fees, whichever you charge at your business. We do provide you with a full detailed activity history and a timeline that you can filter. So if a tenant logs in, if they change a payment method, change a password, we show everything they do, that you do, your employees do, and that the system does. You can also send custom emails. So if you needed to let everyone know the facility will be closed for maintenance due to bad weather, whatever the case may be, you can go to new email. You can send per customer or per customer per lease. And you can use a template or you can just create an email on the fly. And from here, you can build your own email, upload files, even attach links, and you can choose to schedule it or send it right away. And you can even choose the customers that it's sent to. So we made it really simple to send emails. Now, as far as your pre-lien, lien, auction notices, most states email is sufficient. There's some rules around that. You might need to include a clause in your lease or something, but our system does support the sending of auction notices, pre-lien, lien notices, and we do show a detailed timeline for each of those notices. So when they go out automatically, according to your state's rules, we do show when it was sent, when it was delivered, when it was opened, if it bounced. So everything you need to show good faith that was sent through the system, we do provide you with. So there's some other cool features that we've added. We do add features pretty much weekly at this point, but you can schedule your rate increases. You can start your bulk rate change, and you can filter by billing interval, by last rate change date. So maybe you want to, add or schedule a rate increase for all tenants that haven't had a rate increase since January of 2023. You can go through and filter that list and then continue to create the notice that the system sends automatically 31 days prior to implementation of that rate increase. So you can schedule your rate increases. And lastly, I won't get into too many more details. The software is very simple to use. There's, a panel over here. As far as training goes, when you sign up, we do have onboard training that allows you to train yourself, your team, and future, team members as well. But you can go to your reports at any time. Now, we do try to keep things clean. We have all the reports you need to manage your business, including 10 income reports that allows you to track things pretty granularly. So if we go to your payments, you can look at all check revenue that was manually entered last year. If you want to look at last year for tax purposes, you can see all of your check revenue. You can see all of your cash revenue, your card, account credit, ACH. You can even look at your declines, your refunds, your partial refunds. So you can filter this by method, payment status, location, and date range. And then you can take it further. If you want to look at your income by type, you can look at last year's income by type or any other date range. And you can see your lease income separate from your late fee income, separate from your admin fee income. And you can even see what was taxed and non-taxed. We do have tax policies that can support any state and their tax policies. You can set up commercial rent tax, state sales tax, whatever you need, and you can have as many as you need. And there is reporting for these tax policies for you guys. Now, we do have some common reports here. Your rent roll, you can filter many different ways. You have your occupancy report, which you can filter a few different ways and check out the account square foot percentage. You can download almost every report into a CSV file and import wherever you wish. You can also print these reports. And we do offer report builders. So we've recently added a lease and a unit report builder, which allows you to build reports that you might want to see that we don't have pre-built for you guys. So you can go into this report builder and you can build maintenance notes reports, move in, move out reports. You can pretty much build anything pertaining to a lease or a unit. So you can add any unit data that you wish, anything pertaining to a lease, any customer data, and then you can reorganize it in the order you want to view it and then instantly view that custom report. So you don't have to wait for it to generate and hope that it generates. You can instantly view and then continue to filter this however you wish. And then you can actually save this for future use. So you can build pretty much any report that includes lease and unit data in the system. And then we've recently added enterprise level reporting. So for our facilities with 30 locations, thousands of units, we have made it easier for them to view collective information or individual information based off of the portfolio that they have. So this pretty much covers the main features and functionality of CC Storage. Thank you for listening.